We just hit 5,000 subscribers, which is just honestly crazy. Literally less than a month ago, my goal was to have 2,500 by May. So just having so much progress in such little time is absolutely amazing, and I could not have done it without you guys, which is why for the 5K special, I asked you guys what questions you had for me, and I'm going to answer all of them today, or at least as many as I could. So thank you so much, and let's get straight into it. The first question I got, and one of the most popular ones, was what was one event that changed you as a person and brought some changes in your life? Well, a lot of you already know about the story of me being bullied when I was 10, but there's something you might not know. A couple years later, it was the moment that actually changed my life. I had fully focused myself on just fixing my sleep schedule and sticking to school. And then one day, after getting a mastered sleep schedule, what happened was my friend asked me to play video games. And I said, you know what? I have a decent sleep schedule, why not? And so I said to myself, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I can just spend an extra 30 minutes and stay awake instead. And so when my 8 o'clock alarm hit, I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll just spend another 30 minutes. But then the next time I looked at the clock, it was 3 a.m. And that absolutely broke me. I had worked so hard to get my sleep schedule, and then I just let it go like that. And on a Friday night, I looked at myself as I had packages of different kinds of junk food all around me, pizza, burgers. I had my computer open with a movie. I was on a call with my friend, just looking at my TV playing video games. I truly hated where I was in life. I had never felt so ashamed and so guilty. And so that day, literally, I did not go to sleep. I stayed up and I searched up how to change your life. And that was the first step I took into self-improvement. What habits have given you the most noticeable results in your life so far? I would say that the 3 biggest habits that I've made that I've seen instant changes is working out, since it has given me more physical confidence and has just made me feel a lot better about myself. Waking up early, since it's just a good habit to have, and it's also allowed me to have a lot more time that I can use to my advantage. And then finally, I would say ice showers, because it is a very simple habit, and you might think that reading or meditating is better, but for me, ice showers is what developed my discipline the most, and I am forever grateful for that. What is your main goal in life? It is literally just helping people on self-improvement in any way possible. How much is your height? Okay, last time I measured, I'm pretty sure I'm 192 centimeters tall. I don't know how much that is in feet, but I'm pretty tall. What made you follow God and share the path for lost people? But what made me follow God is I truly felt alone, and I felt like there was a piece of me that was missing. And I kept looking for the answer, but I realized it was because I had no faith at all. Nothing that brought me any happiness. Because even if religion is all fake, if there is no God like atheists believe, how much has just your faith made you happy, has changed you for the better? That is why I chose to follow God. Where are you from and what's your plan for the future? That is one of the questions I get asked the most, and I'm from Belgium. I'm 15 years old, and my plan for the future is just to keep growing this YouTube channel as much as I can, and hopefully grow myself in self-improvement as well, since I'm not perfect and I still have a lot of things to learn. Why are you so fascinating? Your thoughts, wisdom, and everything, you are the best. First of all, thank you. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm the best. I still have a lot to learn and a lot to improve, but I would say that the reason I have so much thoughts, so many lessons that I have to give is because I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. There's been a lot of things that I've done wrong, so I know how to do them right. In what grade do you study? I'm in 10th grade. What do you want to become? An online coach for self-improvement and just being a YouTuber, since that means I can just continue being on self-improvement and I can turn that into what my life is about. Do you play any sports? My favorite sport would definitely be running, but if you consider it a sport, probably bodybuilding or calisthenics as well. How do you study only half hour and get good grades? Here in India, we need to study 10 hours and still don't get good grades. Maybe it might just be the school system, but what I believe is that the reason I'm able to only spend 30 minutes on homework and still get decent grades is because I'm choosing quality over quantity. It doesn't matter if you study for 10 hours, if all you're doing is stuffing it into your brain. Instead, I make sure I get 9 hours of sleep, I make sure I get a good diet in, and I make sure that I'm fully there in my head. Since then, just 30 minutes is enough and I will remember every single word I read. What's your ideal type? Okay, I got asked that question way too many times in the comments, but I would say that it doesn't really matter. All I care is that they're a good Christian and would be a good mother. Okay, you guys are going crazy. Are you single? Yes, I am single. I'm waiting for marriage and I'm happily doing that because it is the way God intended. But it's surprising how many questions I had asking that. Next, how to overcome social anxiety. I've mentioned this so many times before, but you have to stop caring about other people's opinions. The only opinion that matters is the one of God's. And if you feel lonely, just remember that loneliness is a perspective. Don't think of it as you not having any friends or you not being that group of people that you always see hanging out together. Because if you think about it, they all hate each other. And the reason that you are alone is because you have standards and you're not settling for friends which are gonna bring you down and hurt you, but only actually help you. So I hope that was able to help. And just purely stop caring about other people's opinions because they are so distracted that they will probably just forget it an hour later. How many siblings do you have? I have 4 siblings, 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and I love them all, except for when they are annoying because I know they will watch this video and I know they're gonna say something, but I do care about them. Are you living with your family? I'm 15 years old, bro. Of course I'm living with my family. How do you stop thinking about women all the time? That is a good question. A couple years ago, I would have no idea how to answer that because I had an issue. All I was able to think about was this one girl. Every single day, I was just thinking about what I would say to her, how much I cared for her, all of that. And in the end, I learned the fact that she did not even care for me at all. So I just learned to accept that fact. And I decided to stop chasing women because if you keep chasing women, they're gonna keep running away from you. So instead focus on yourself because that's all that matters. Staying true to yourself and bettering yourself. Because if you do that, then they'll start coming to you and you won't have to chase them. What inspires you? For me, what I would say inspires me the most is just the fact that I can grow better myself by helping others. Because the only way to actually master something, which for me is self-improvement, is by teaching it to others, and that is what inspires me the most. Just becoming the best version of myself and helping others do the same. Why did you start YouTube? And the answer cannot be to help other teens. If I'm honest, the reason I started YouTube was just because I really wanted to find a way to turn self-improvement into something I can make a living out of. Because it is what I want my entire life to be about, just purely improving myself. And if I can do that and live decent, then that's all I would want. And now the last question for today that I could find is give us the tour of the background you use for your videos. So this, and it's literally just a park. There's just a lake there, I've got a tree there, I bring my bike and I just sit here and I film videos. I love this place just because it is so beautiful. I love reading here and it is just a nice place to have, and I would much prefer filming my videos here over like just a white background in my room since I thought that was too boring. But that was all of the questions that you guys asked me. I am so grateful for 5,000 and I cannot wait to grow more together. Thank you all for watching this video, and for another time, God bless you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and amen.